Hey guys, Ray here, and I wanted to do a quick little training on how to use the green screen actors inside of Shotcut using the new green screen feature. Now what I have here is I've got one of the green screen actors here, which is the yelling and or anger and yelling video. And so what we're going to do is we're going to bring that into our timeline. And you can see we've got that here. We'll spread that out a little bit. And then we're going to take and bring in a background. So what we're going to do is we're going to start off by creating a new track. And we're going to bring our girl to the top track here. And bring it back to the beginning. We're going to choose our bottom track. And then I've got this working space here, which is also from this collection. So this is something you should have also received if you download it. And I'm going to drop that underneath our girl here. Okay. And of course, this is much longer than the girl, so we're just going to bring this back, and that way we don't have to deal with that there. Okay, so now we have our girl on the green screen, and we have our background back here. So all we have to do now is click on our girl with the green screen, and we're going to come over here to the side, and we're going to hit on Filters. Once we're on filters, we're going to hit the little plus button, and the plus button will bring up our filters here. We're going to choose this one to see just the video filters. And you'll see that there, if you've used Shotcut before, you're going to notice there's some new features in here. You've got Chroma Key Advanced and Chroma Key Simple. And in this case, we've got a really nice green screen. There shouldn't be any issues with that. So we're going to choose the Simple. And I'm going to take that and double click on it. And you can see it starts to do it automatically here. The color is not quite right, so we're going to have to adjust this a little bit. And so what we want to do is we just want to mess around with this little distance thing until we get a pretty good green screen there. And again, you can go back here. We can shut this all the way off. If we use the eyedropper tool, we can kind of grab some of the green here so we know what it is. And then when we bring it up, we might get a better screen, and we do. We get a much better one automatically without having to do much here. Bring this back to right about there. You can just adjust this until we get a nice clean image there. Now you notice that's actually pretty good, and we haven't really done anything yet. We've just kind of added that on here. You can see that she's kind of got some green around her edges here, which isn't terrible, but we can clean that up a little bit. So what we're going to do is we're going to click this plus button right here. And in here, we've also got some alpha channel tools. Now the alpha channel is essentially, well, actually, let me show you. I'm going to choose the alpha channel view. Now, this is not an actual effect. This is something you'll want to turn off afterwards, but it gives you an idea. So you can see this white part is our alpha channel, and the black part is our alpha channel. Now, let's try that again. So what you're seeing here is this is our alpha channel. This is the actual video that's being used, and then this is the part that's invisible. The invisible used to be green. Okay, so that's what our alpha channel looks like. So we're going to bring in some alpha channel tools to help us adjust that. So I'm going to choose alpha channel adjust, bring that in here, and now we can actually, you can choose a mode here. There's a few different options. You got shave, shrink hard, shrink soft, grow hard, grow soft, threshold, and blur. Blur can be a useful tool. I'm going to show you that first just because it'll give you an idea. When we turn that on, you can see she's now got a bit of a halo around her. When you use this in conjunction, if you have a tough green screen, this is something you can use, and then you can use another alpha channel adjust to kind of bring that back a little bit. But in this case here, we've got such a good green screen that what we probably want to do is go with something like a shrink soft. And what that's going to do is that's going to shrink our alpha channel just a touch to get rid of some of that green, and then it's going to soften the edges a little bit so that it's not so harsh. And you can see here it's about halfway, but let me turn it down. And I know it's probably tough to see, but when we bring it down, you can see this green kind of around her here. And when we bring this up, it kind of shrinks back the alpha channel just a little bit and cuts off some of that green and then softens up the edges so it's not so harsh. And so now we've got the girl, and she's on the background, and it looks fairly natural, and we're pretty much all set. So that's all you need to do to really use the green screen with the so that's all you really need to do to use the green screen actors on your videos. And the way this is typically going to be used is you're probably going to use multiple actors in a video. So you may have one scene where you're talking about frustrations, and then we show the girl frustrated on the background, and then the next scene is, talking about a solution. So then you may have people that are working on a business solution and that are excited. So there's a lot of different things you can do here, but these actors are fantastic for this. Very, very easy to use. I'm glad to be able to give you this free Shotcut editor. You can see it's a fairly nice screen here, and it should work really, really well for you. I hope this helps out. And of course, if you have any questions, please head over to our Facebook group. If you haven't joined it yet, just head on over to facebook.com/groups/shotcuttraining, all one word, and we'll let you in there and you'll be able to ask questions of myself and other people that are in there and learn this really quickly. So enjoy this, and we'll talk to you soon.